Okay. Hey guys, hold on. Ugh. All right. Looks like I am on and popping. I'm gonna make sure I got audio. Every time I come on here, I don't have audio. Okay, guys, here we are. This is the second week in June, and I did extend the podcast to the entire month of June because you guys said that I should. So here I am. And tonight, guys, I wanted to thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in. And tonight I'm talking about something that a lot of you guys desire, right? And that is about navigating the transition, going from your 9 to 5 to full-time event design or whatever it is in the respective industry full time. Am I by myself? A lot of you guys say, okay, cool. You guys can hear me. A lot of you guys say that's like one of the things that you want to do. So I said, okay, I put this topic on to the June broadcast, right? In June, I'm really going to be talking all about the industry, how you can navigate or transition, how you can transition going from your 9 to 5 to coming into this lane full time. Or you guys know I talk a lot about passive income. So you're going to hear me talking a lot about that because I'm super passionate about it. And I'm super passionate about being a full-time entrepreneur. I think I'm unemployable. I don't really know because when life be lifing, you don't know what you're capable of, right? But I really believe I've been in this lane for so long. It'd be hard. It'd be hard for me to go back to a 9 to 5 or to any kind of like a job, a real job. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that because a lot of you are trying to transition out of that. Hey, Kim. Hey, Miss Bones. Hey, Alicia. Alicia, I don't know why it seems like I haven't talked to you in so long. Where you been at, lady? Hey, Deb. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Kim. So, guys, we just finished our day 3 of the 5-day challenge. A lot of you guys are sending me messages like, what challenge, what challenge, what challenge? That only tell me one or two things. That tell me, one, you're not in my group because I've been talking about it there. Or two, you're not on my email list because I've been sending out emails over the past probably 2 weeks now for you guys to sign up, right? I didn't talk a lot about it on social media because I'm looking for people that's already kind of connected to the tribe. People on social media don't know who I am, what I do, all that. So I really only sent it out on those 2 spots. So if you keep sending me messages talking about what challenge you're talking about, that's a problem. And I'm going to fix it for y'all right now. What I need you to do before I go any further, this is the link, guys. This is the link to the Facebook group. You at least need to get inside the Facebook group. My next broadcast inside the group only, meaning that's the only place I'm going to be, is on Friday for our coffee chats. We do coffee chats every week at 12 o'clock. That's where I'll be next. So if you're not in the group, the link, it ain't clickable, but copy, paste, do whatever you need to do so that I can see you on the inside. Without further ado, guys, you guys know I always want to know like where my viewers are viewing from, especially if anyone is new to this broadcast. You're probably like, who is this girl? It probably stops you in your tracks from scrolling. I don't know. But if you're new to this broadcast, I want you guys to tell me in the comments by just putting in the word new. And then tell me your name and where you viewing from, because a lot of you guys use your business name. And I get so connected to your business name because that's what I see. I don't be knowing your names. I don't want to be walking around calling you Cecilia's Muffins or nothing like that. I want to know your name. So tell me down in the comments. Also, for this week, guys, we have Alicia, like she say, life and life. Alicia, I'm always a hop, skip, and a couple of 10 digits away. 10 digits away. I'm trying to tell you. Cookie from Florida. Hey, Cookie from Florida. Okay. Savannah in the house. Miss Bones from Savannah. Okay. Kim, this is my birthday weekend, Sunday the 18th. Okay, Kim, Gemini season in full effect. You know, I got to shout you out on your birthday. Well, let me write that down. Hold on. Let me write that down. I got to shout my girl out. Kim birthday. All right, guys. Now I'm going to ask for y'all help. Shout my girl out now. She be holding me down. So, guys, I want to welcome you guys to the Poshcast. This is the podcast, but y'all know my brand is Posh, so I call it the Poshcast. And this is for the event design community, right? Entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, enthusiasts, whatever it is. This is the space for people that's trying to take their draping to the next level. I am your host, your girl, Precious Stevens. And guess what, guys? They call me the Draping Queen because I believe designers deserve more money and I help them get it. I make your draping look good. In tonight's episode, guys, we're going to deep dive into the exciting journey of this wonderful industry that we call creative. This is a creative industry, right? And those that's trying to go on that journey of transitioning from your 9 to 5 to becoming a full-time entrepreneur and in this space, this is for you guys. I'm going to be sharing a couple of quick tips that you can do, like really to help your journey of success and that you can kind of implement right away into your everyday life. Some of it's going to take some discipline, but if y'all here for the ride, I need y'all to put ride down in the comments. Put ride down in the comments. Audrey from Chicago. Okay, Facebook user Audrey from Chicago. We've been to Chicago a couple times. Other than the cold, I like Chicago. I like the people. I like the vibe. The classes was amazing. They were pretty big. But Chicago almost took us out. Yeah, we got caught up in a storm. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be in Chicago 2024. I don't know. Here we go. Ride. Put in ride. Kimberly, I love the emoji. She got the car. That's my girl. That's my girl right there. All right, guys. So without further ado, if you get any value out of this video, or if you think you're going to get some value out of this video, I just need you to go ahead and like it. Just like it in advance. That's going to eliminate me from reminding y'all. That's going to eliminate my baby dad from reminding y'all. That's going to eliminate the tribe from reminding y'all. Throw some likes on this video. Put some respect on my name. That's all I ask, right? I love our time together. I want to, I don't know. But I definitely know I'm going to continue for June because I told you guys that I would for our Poshcast, and all of our topics in June is relative to the draping industry and how you can get further faster. So without further ado, I want to kind of just go in and jump in. If you guys hear me saying anything, or if you have any questions, guys, just drop it in the chat. Even if I don't see it right away, I always scroll back up to kind of make sure I didn't miss anything. I bring high energy. I expect the same thing. I mean, I don't care if you sitting there cooking your chicken, or if you playing with the babies, or you getting your foot rubbed. I don't care. Engage with this broadcast because that is what keeps the energy high. I am a big person of reciprocity, and when I feel like I'm talking to myself, I be wanting to get off. I ain't gonna lie. So if you have a question, put it in the comment. If you have a comment, put it in the comment. If something I say you can relate to, just put some stars in the comments. That's all you gotta do. That lets me know that, okay, they picking up what I'm putting down. Hey, Toya girl. Wait a minute, what you say? I'm late, but I'm here. It don't matter. Late is better than never. I'm glad you're here. So, guys, tonight, like I said, we're going to be talking about, let me brighten my screen because I'm a little blind and it's a little dark in here. It's a little dark. Tonight, we're going to be talking about just transitioning, and making it a smooth process, because I know it's a scary process and it can be a rocky, experience. But at the end of the day, the only thing that's prohibiting you guys hear me say this all the time, the only thing that's prohibiting you from getting to that level that you desire is you. It's too many resources. It's too many everything that's existing right now today that's a lot more accessible than it was when we were in the game, or like people way before me, because I ain't been in the game that long. I ain't even gonna sit here in front of y'all. I haven't. People been in the game for years, and they really had to just do it the old way, which was really taking the time to learn and enhance and do all the things. Right now, it is not really that strenuous to become an overnight sensation. I don't really like the term overnight sensation. I ain't gonna lie, because I ain't gonna lie. Can it happen fast, and can it happen like snowball effect? It can, but without the work ethic put behind it, it ain't gonna happen at all, right? It's not gonna happen. So, guys, you have to take action on the things that we are on these lives and these broadcasts telling you guys. A lot of you guys are in these groups, and y'all in the same daggone groups. And I see a lot of you guys y'all just taking the information, ain't doing nothing with it. And at the end, we get it, because at the end of the day, that is some people, that's just what they do. They just like, they course takers, they freebie takers. That's just what they do. And they, for whatever it is that they have in them that's prohibiting them from taking that step, I get it. But guys, I come on these broadcasts not for any other reason than to help you get further faster. When I come on here and I share tips or whatever the case may be, now I'm taking you on a date. I do realize a lot of us, we dating, because a lot of you guys don't know me, so we dating. I'm taking you on a date. But while we're on this date, I'm dropping this knowledge. Like, it's a really exciting date. If y'all date like how I date, like if you ain't teaching me something or something is not engaging and I'm not like, wow, then it's a piss poor date. So when I come on here on these Wednesday nights, I try and come and bring good information, things that you can implement right away, things that's digestible, not nothing that's too overwhelming, because I know you ain't gonna take no action. I already know that. But these little tips that I be sharing, the whole point is for you to go out there, kill it, go out there, make some changes, go out there, do something. Trust me, do something. That way you're not on the next broadcast or in someone else's group and you're sitting in the same stagnant place that you were in. Because the only way you're going to get out of that place is if you move. I can sit here and give you all the things, but I'm not physically there with you, because if I was, I would push you. You know, I'm a pusher. I'm a jumper and I'm a pusher. I will push you. But I'm not there. So trying to tell you. Hey, Maxine. Hey, Sherelle. Good night, beautiful. Well, Keisha, not you, boo. We definitely passed dating, girl. We are past dating. We're in a relationship. We're in a long-term relationship. We're in a long-term, long-distance relationship. Okay. A lot of us on here are, because you guys have been with me for so long. But then there's those new ones. It's like, okay, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna continuously show up. But Keisha, I just got off a broadcast with you. So my people that I'm in a relationship with, you guys are in the challenges. You guys are in other things other than this broadcast, right? You guys are in a lot of more in-depth broadcasts. So you already know we good, girl. But we're going to jump right into it, because I just got off of another broadcast, which was my challenge. So I do not want to hold you guys up. And I know I was initially supposed to go 8 o'clock, which is when I normally go live. But I told you guys last week, because of my challenge, that I would be delayed until the time that I came on. So I want to thank you guys for still just joining me anyway, because you knew I was going to come in here with the energy, and you knew I was going to come in here with these gems. So if y'all ready with the gems, put gems or put a gem emoji in the comments. Greetings from Barbados. Oh, can I come there to go? Can I come over there? I'm trying to tell you. I want to see Rihanna family. I'm trying to tell you. Is all your orange stretch panels finished? Not stretch, no. My span, that's a good question. I don't know. No, I don't think they are. I don't think orange is not. But they can be. Thank you, Maxine. Thank you, Facebook user. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Keisha, Kim. I love y'all. See, my people. Oh, wait a minute. I can't skip over Miss Glenda. Miss Glenda must have, she did something to her membership because she's lit up in green, meaning she is the winner of this week's giveaway. You guys know, if you join my membership anytime in between my broadcast, your name will be lit up in green like this, meaning you just became a member or you just upgraded your membership, and you are going to get a giveaway. So Miss Glenda, if I am not mistaken, you got to, when you email me, correct me though, but tonight's giveaway, like Keisha got her mug last week. We gave away our mug. Our Stand Positive mug, y'all. Can y'all see it? Stand Positive mug. Keisha got hers. Hold on. Keisha got hers. So this week we're going to do the mug again. But Glenda, I think it was you that sent me an email. No, because you said you already joined. So it wasn't you. Not too sure. But Glenda, you got to send us an email. Just send us an email to this email address here. Just put in the subject new member, and then we'll get your address and send your mugs directly out to you. Okay, so now let's get back down. I didn't want to miss that. So guys, we're going to get into this. Let me make this bigger. Tonight's broadcast. And for those that's trying to transition, I just want to know, I want to get a heat check, see who's in the room. How many of you guys, now I know I have like some different people are at different levels when it comes to my audience. So I have some ladies that is facing retirement, and that means they'll be retiring in a matter of a few years. So they clearly wouldn't be transitioning as far as leaving their job. They would be retiring. Their transition would be going into something new. But then I have that group of people that they may put the pink slip in. So y'all got to kind of tell me where you at. And even if you over on these, if you're over here on Instagram or if you're over here on TikTok, you guys got to kind of tell me where you are as opposed to your business and where you trying to take this draping game. Even though you do other things, you probably do full design, you probably do balloons, you probably do all the things. I talk about draping. That's what I know. So if you are facing retirement, you're looking toward retirement, I want you to put just retire in the comments. If you are trying to leave that sucker, like you're trying to leave that 9 to 5, I just need you to put 9 to 5 in the comments. That's going to give me a feel of who I am talking to. Kisha say, pink slip beyond ready. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys, tell me where you at. Let me get a feel of, because that's also going to determine how I say what I'm going to say. I got to get a feel of who in the room. Either one, you leaving a 9 to 5, put in 9 to 5, or two, you're facing retirement, just put in retirement. I want to get a temperature of the room. All right, so we're going to kind of just jump into it while I wait for you guys to put that in there. And I'm going to roll right into step one, retire. Oh, retire. See what I'm saying? I know my people. 9 to 5, retire. Retire in under 15 months. Alicia, count down, baby. I'm trying to tell you, count down, count down. Facebook user, who is this again? Retired. I love it. Pink slip in the next 2 years. That is a realistic timeline. Like, I love it. 9 to 5, leaving 9 to 5. Okay, so we got a nice little mix. Okay, cool. But point is, I know who I'm talking to, and I love that I can identify with where you guys are. So the main thing when you're trying to do this transition, and it's going to be very relative to both of you guys, right? Whether you're retiring or whether you are leaving a 9 to 5. The good thing is, those of you that's retiring, you got like over a year, that is like prominent, like that is a really good time frame to kind of just get prepared into this new lifestyle, because that's exactly what it's going to be, a new lifestyle, right? A new way of living. And it could be a more lucrative lifestyle. Realistically, it really can. It could make your second phase of life just freaking phenomenal, right? It really could. And even you guys that's leaving a 9 to 5, like, I don't want you guys to have that feeling of, because it will happen. You've done this all your life and like, oh my God, I can't believe I wasted my time. You didn't. You had to go through that. That was your journey up into now. And the main thing is now you have to realize, like, it doesn't have to be that way anymore. But you're the one that has to identify with that. You have to realize that. You got to be able to digest that and realize that it's greater later, baby. It's greater later. So without further ado, we're going to go right into step one. Guys, in step one, I did not have time because I was on a previous broadcast. I did not have time to, I normally try to write my banners up so whoever come in can see what step I'm on. So if you would be so gracious to put step one in the comments for me. Deborah normally do it, but I don't be wanting to bog Deborah down. Deborah, I love you. I appreciate you with all of my heart, all of them, right? Step one, guys, is financial planning. Financial planning is step one. Now, if you guys are familiar with my story, you kind of know I just left my job, no plan, no clue what was going to happen. Now, I left everything at the same time. I left my job, I left my hometown, I left everything, and without a plan. But one thing I cannot omit, I definitely had financial backup, right? Those of you that read my book, y'all know where the money was at. Y'all know how much it was. So I had a cushion that was going to carry me over until this thing came out, until this, until it played out in this new town. So the main thing is, now I definitely advise you guys, have some kind of financial planning before you go and take that full leap into full-time entrepreneurship, because it is a major adjustment. I'm trying to, even now, I will periodically, even if you are at a place of financial comfort, no more money is coming unless you get active, unless you make it come, right? There is no check that's just going to be on my desk. Stevens, there's a check. That ain't happening. So definitely create a financial plan before you go ahead and make that jump. And when you make your financial plan, make it as detailed as possible. Like some of us just worry about our big bills, like, oh, long as I can pay my rent or pay my mortgage. And like, no, like you really jumping into this, you don't want to have to sacrifice if you can eliminate it, right? If you're used to going and get your nails done or whatever the case, or whatever it is you used to, you want to be able to maintain that. Otherwise, you're going to start having these feelings of, what the heck did I do? What am I doing? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And that's going to come in, that's going to derail your focus, right? That's going to take you totally off of your game because it's going to kick you into survival mode. But the moment you have some kind of comfort knowing you pretty much at peace because you got this time frame that you're working on, because you didn't created this 6-month financial plan, right? You already know how much it's going to take for you to maintain that lifestyle, right? For the next 6 months or for the next 3 or whatever it is realistic for you. That is going to be really, really conducive to how much energy you are able to put into your business, right? Because it's going to be a lot. People jump in this and just think like, oh, I'm going to go and design. It's so much to think about when you get into it, because now your business have to operate as a business. A lot of people, when you're working your 9 to 5 and you're doing this on the side or whatever the case may be, you get away with a lot of stuff. You get away with not having systems. You get away with not having a funnel. You get away with a lot of stuff because you're doing it in your free time. It's totally different when your lifestyle is dependent upon your business. Now your business have to fund your lifestyle. You got to treat it as a business. Otherwise, if you continuously treat it as a hobby, what do you think it's going to do to you? It's going to treat you the same. Then, you go in one week, you open the refrigerator, it's going to be packed. Next week, it's going to be like, oh my God, you're going to be looking for with a flashlight. And that is not something you want to do going into a business. Now, will it be hard? Of course, because you're figuring out all the things. You're figuring out this new way of living. But if you don't have to sit here and focus on where the money coming from, because you have this financial plan in place, it'll make your journey a lot easier, and it'll help you focus more because now you already know what the big issue at hand is, as opposed to surviving. When you're in survival mode, don't nothing matter. Like, look, the lights got to stay on. That's not how you want to operate going into full-time entrepreneurship, because it's going to take everything from you, especially if there's a lot of things. And the way the world is moving so fast these days, you're going to have to be learning hand over fist like all the time, unless you already have a business management background, or if you already know. Most people in this creative space, we get into this and we don't know, right? We don't know, and we get into it because we're creative and we want to live out our creativity and get paid for it, right? We want to get paid doing what we love doing. And so it's kind of like we get in and then find out like, whoa, this is a real deal Holyfield. I try to tell you, this is the real deal Holyfield. Thank you. New lucrative lifestyle. I like that. She said, sounds phenomenal. I love it. Hey, Paula. 9 to 5. Okay. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Maxine. Maxine say, thanks. I'm trying to tell you guys, having a financial plan is really going to allow your mental space to focus on the thing that's at hand. So number one, financial planning. And when I say financial planning, think of all the things. Save up for it, right? Make small sacrifices so that you can be later greater, right? If you had, I'm trying to think what was the last time, and that's kind of how I am. Like if I want something, and sometimes I get to frivolously spending just because it's like I have nothing going on. So especially since Amazon and Temu and Shein, oh my God. Since I downloaded those apps, it's been ridiculous. But me knowing if I want something that I'm working on something big, I will give myself like those sacrifices. Like, no, you ain't ordering nothing. You ain't doing nothing until you make this amount, right? For me, it's more about Discipline is more or less about staying focused. And I'm looking at, okay, I made that sacrifice. This is the reward. And I'm looking at the achievement happen. And I'm like, okay, so it was well worth it, as opposed to I'm sacrificing because I ain't got no money, but then I ain't making no money. And it's like, well, what the heck am I doing? I'm gonna go back to work. Let me go back and find me a job. That is like the worst place to operate from. So number one, guys, is financial planning. Boom. Number two, somebody tell me step 2 in the comments. Miss Bone say, right. Step 2. Step 2, guys, this is a biggie for me. I was horrible. And I can't even lie to y'all and tell y'all I am that great at it now. I got to do little things to help me in this area. Number 2, guys, is time management. Period. That is like, it's hard. And a lot of you guys got way more than what I have going on. I think I managed my time better when I was back home in Baltimore than I do now. Because it's like now that there is no parameters in place like it was before. Kids had to be at practice at this time. They had to be at school this time. It's like things was like, and you feel like a puppet, but at the end of the day, you have to meet your deliverables, right? When you have all this free time, it's like, it's weird because I came home today and I came home specific, like I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to work on for 2 hours. Guys, I came home and I had ordered some, I had ended up doing a home project. I had ordered some seasonings like for your spice cabinet. So I wanted to change my spice cabinet out, take it from the cabinet and put it in a drawer. I don't know how that ended up happening. But that's why if you guys be watching my vlogs, I get sidetracked like that, right? It's hard for me to manage my time now because I have too much time. But guys, time management is going to be hard for you guys that's juggling families, hard for you guys that's juggling spouses, hard for you guys that's juggling even still in your 9 to 5, right? A lot of people will come to me and say, well, Precious, how do you know when it was time to leave? Or how do you do it? I just don't have the time. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, the people that say, I just don't have the time, I get it. But I don't buy it. I don't. Because if you want something bad enough, you're going to find the time. If you want something bad enough, you're going to find the money. That's just how we are wired. That is what we do. When you start making excuses, there's something on the other side of that excuse that you're allowing to rob you of the opportunity. So when I hear I don't have time, I'm not the sympathy like, oh, I get it, baby. You want to know what? Okay. No, I'm like, you got time, find the time. If you got to carve out an hour in the morning, if you got to sit your lunch break out and this is what you're working on. If you got to, guys, I found time when I was working, I found time when I was being super mom, I found time to work on my business until the things that was eliminating me from working in my business got in the way because I was that passionate about what I was doing. Now, mind you, I'm not even getting paid for my business, but I'm like, you want to know what? You are in the way of what I want to do. And I know that I'm built for this. And I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So you got to know. Trying to tell you, when you are that firm and you are that conscious of where you are going in life, you are going to start making more wise decisions. You will find time. Guys, I didn't have to, even though I was working I was working halfway from home and halfway from my office. I was at the office. Some of you guys was on my live when I'm at the office. I'm sitting there in my office. It's so funny because it popped up on my live the other day. And I'm sitting there in my office. And I got like the very first office. So soon people come in or people leave out, I'm the first face they see. So I would be sitting there like talking to y'all live and I'd be like trying to fake it. And I'd be like, yeah, hey, hi. Because they would always come in my office and talk to me and all that. And I would be just sitting there like, I'm really trying to work here. But talking about my business, but I'm really supposed to be, I'm on their dime. So I did that, guys. I started my business in September. I think I left I did that for almost a year. Till they got to the point they were wanting me to do more work. They were wanting me to do more stuff. And I'm like, that's going to take away from what I want to do. So I found the time when I had to take my children to practice. Instead of me being on the bleachers like I normally do, oh my God, stop, get off of him. Don't you touch my baby. I was in the book or I was on the computer. It started looking different, right? When we were sitting down eating dinner at the table, it started looking like we moving over to the couch because I'm in the computer. Things shifted and things changed, but that was the sacrifices I had to make because I believed so deep into this thing that I wanted to birth, right? I wanted to birth full time. So when you say you don't have the time, you have the time. You do have poor time management skills. Period. You have poor time management. Even now, like for the most part, if I'm in the truck or if I'm going somewhere, I will turn. If I'm trying to read a book or I got to do a something for like this training I'm in, and I got to go through a module, and I know if I come in here, life's gonna get crazy. I listen to it in my truck. I find the time to do what I need to do because I need to get to that next level. And unless I do the steps necessary for me to get to the next level, I ain't going. And I can't stay here. It's a comfortable spot, but I want to get to that next level. Anybody else trying to get to that next level? Or am I by myself? I found the time, especially since I'm on work. Oh, baby, you got plenty of time. Oh, shoot. I like it. I like it. I like it. So I'm not by myself. If I'm not by myself and y'all picking up what I'm putting down, thank you, Michelle. Okay, there we go. Drop the gems. Drop the gem emojis. Hey, bro, I love you back, boy. Drop the emojis. Kim, let's roll with it. Next level, next level, next level. Oh, my God. So, yes, at the end of the day, it's not that you don't have the time. Stop telling yourself that. You're making an excuse. You have poor time management skills. Go work on them. Do whatever you need to do. Start learning how to time batch. Start learning how to turn on like I don't need it now, but I used to. Start turning on the thing that'll shut your Facebook down or whatever the case may be. Whatever distracts you, shut it off so you stop being distracted. Love this. Hey, Deb. I'm definitely trying. I'm trying to tell you, you have to put you first. And sometimes that do not look good to other people. But at the end of the day, you need to realize when you put you first, who else is going to benefit? Who else is going to benefit? You have the ability to change any and everybody that is in your realm or in your circle or in your family or in your capacity, whatever it is. But if you keep emptying your cup because you dumping out over here and you dumping out over here and you dumping out, but when it's time to put back into you, where's the content? You're drained by that point. Stop doing it to yourself. Stop doing it to yourself. Stop doing it to yourself. I'm trying to tell you, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So with that, we going on to number 3, guys. Number 3, put me a number 3, a step 3. Put me something with the word 3 in the comments. Step 3, guys, is building a client base. Now, I kind of talked about this when I was on my challenge earlier today. Building a client base is really going to set you up for early success, right? Even while you're still working. Those of you that still working, whether you're facing retirement, whether you're going to have to leave your job, while you're still working, I want you to focus on start to build relationships with potential clients, with potential industry contacts. That is going to be a key staple in what you're trying to do, right? Go into the networking events. You want to get your name out there. You want to join any kind of industry stuff that's going on. And you also want to become real big in the online communities. Guys, this is what helped me, for one, building a tribe online with my group and just building that tribe is really what got me a lot of traction really, really, really fast. And that is what helped build my trusted brand, is just building a tribe. People seeing my exact steps, me being transparent, that is what did it, right? This is the same thing that you want to do. Stay in your respective industry, and you want to really just establish your presence, right? Establish your social media platforms. I just got out the challenge. We was talking about where your people at. Like, I don't care what platform is out there. You need to be where they at. Identify with what you have to offer, what it is you're trying to give up, leverage, or whatever, and how do they obtain the information. Those of you that's teaching or want to teach, I talk to people that want to teach or that want to create a digital product. Most people that's looking to learn, they're not going to the Instagrams and they're not going to that to learn, unless it's like some quick credit tips or something like that. But when it's the creative stuff that y'all do, they on YouTube. That's where they at. All of you guys that want to jump into this passive income space by leveraging your natural talents and your natural gifts for money, that's where you need to be. All day, every day. That's one of the places you need to be, right? So you definitely want to build up that rapport, because even when I first came to Atlanta, now guys, I don't know nobody here other than my stepmother. That's it. I don't really know nobody here. I just moved here because I ain't like the houses that was in Florida, because that's where I really wanted to go. Y'all know I'm a mermaid. I wanted to go to Florida. I ain't really like their housing style. So I ended up coming here to Atlanta, and I felt comfortable here because I knew my stepmom was here. But guys, when I came here, it was so many people that reached out to me that was like, they gave me information on venues. They probably leveraged their venue. It was just so many. I was shocked. Like, I was like, okay, that's how y'all doing down here. Now, I'm not used to that in North. We don't do that up North. We like, people used to keep it. That's why I left, because it's like you can't, it's hard to really thrive because everybody want to keep the information for themselves. And realistically, that's kind of like everywhere. But all I can say is Atlanta opened me with welcome arms. Those select individuals, I ain't gonna say anybody, but because I've already built relationships while I was back home. And so no matter where I was going, I already knew I had tribe members that were in that area, right? So no matter where you go, no matter what it is you're trying to do, you want to build connections. You want to definitely build the brand awareness around what you're doing or what you want to do, so that when you already get there, you show up. It's like, oh, that's so and so. I know. That's not like, who is that? Like, what? Who that? That ain't the reaction you want, baby. That ain't the reaction you want. Ultimately. Wait a minute, Alicia. What did I say? Greta say, Jesus, you are preaching. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, from Puerto Rico. Hey, sis. From Puerto Rico. I'm trying to tell you guys, go out there, make people, market your brand, market yourself to people. No longer got to ask, who are you? Guys, when I was first like trying to do collaborations and network, I was really trying to get my stuff out there. They was like, who? Like, who this little brown girl? Like, what? You do what? And they were like, is that even a thing? Yes, it is a thing. It's a very real thing. We made it a thing, right? We made it a thing. And so it's funny because now some of those same companies, those same people, now they, hey, it's Precious. Can I speak to Precious, the owner? I like, she ain't here, call back, me no speak English. I'm playing, I don't say that. But it's just funny, guys. Market yourself, market your brand, market your services every freaking day, especially y'all that's working these 9-to-5s. Y'all go there and do it for them. Why you can't do it for yourself? You should be the main person that's out there putting your own name on your shirts, right? I wore the Porsche Academy every day. Guys, I went and bought, I had one of my students make me, well, for my team, for my employees, she made, I don't know, maybe like 20 shirts. But for me, I had her make me 10 shirts. I'm like, this is all I'm wearing every day. Porsche Academy every day. I'm going to wear this shirt and I'm going to put it in people's faces till they recognize this brand. They're going to recognize this logo, right? I didn't care how cute or how ugly it was, but I needed it to be recognizable. And I need you guys to do the same thing. I'm trying to tell you. Keisha, don't laugh. That is so funny. I like that. Y'all know I don't have good sense, but I'm telling the truth. Guys, I am telling the freaking truth. I kid you not. That's where I am, PG County, Maryland, and no one shares info. Girl, Maxine, come on. Well, honestly, that is kind of like everywhere, because that's here in Atlanta too. I ain't gonna lie. It's really about the circles that you are engaged in, right? I think when I first started, I was just, I don't know. I think people admired what I was trying to do. And when I came here, they was like, I want to help you. And I was just blown away. Because I was like, oh, what? You? Oh, okay. But the main thing, guys, market yourself so people no longer have to ask who you are. Build a good client base, right? Show up in them groups. Show up on these platforms. And don't worry about who liking and who engaging. Trust and believe they looking. I don't care if they engage or not. Like people be on, people don't even show up on these lives, but they wait till the next day to go and watch my whole live. So you got to just constantly put yourself out there, because the right person is going to stumble upon what you have, and they're going to bring all the value that you need to get to where it is you're trying to go. At the end of, Alisa, I went back to at the end of the day, my bad. Ultimately, I love you. Ultimately, so me and Alicia got this thing going on because I said at the end of the day, like 1,000 times all the time. That's my word. That's my little saying. And I say I wanted to replace it. So she gave me ultimately. I was on very good a couple weeks ago, but I went back to at the end of the day, child. My bad. All right, guys, this is the most important one, guys. And this is my last one. This is my last one. This is my last one. This is going to be the one that's really is going to stunt your growth. Step 4, guys. If y'all ready for step 4, put step 4 in the comments. And I definitely want to make sure my computer don't die. So step 4, guys, is going to be overcoming your challenges. Guys, at the end of the day, I had people in the challenge tonight, and I was like, you are in your own way. It's you. But until you realize that and recognize that, you're not going to be able to do anything to change that. So the main thing, guys, is ultimately, you have to overcome your challenges. And when I say overcome challenges, guys, this is going to be anything that puts negative thoughts into your head, right? Because let's just face it, the journey from going from a 9 to 5, something that's real secure, whether you like it or not, you know you're getting paid when you're supposed to get paid, as long as you go to work. The transition from that to full-time entrepreneurship, it has so many challenges within itself, right? It has its own set of challenges. Now, if you pair that along with stuff that's already in your head, your likelihood of success is very slim. That's why it's really important for you to identify with them, right? And I did not want to do this work because, I just didn't. But I'm trying to tell you guys when I did, and I started noticing what I was telling myself, how I was talking to myself. That's why the heck I was failing in my first 2 years of business, because what I believed that I was good enough for at that moment in my life. Now, y'all know I want it all because I deserve it all. But that wasn't always that way, right? So it's like you have to be mindful of what is happening internally with you. Common obstacles is going to be people that's making that transition, self-doubt, right? You're going to think, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh my God, I didn't graduate cum laude, whatever that word is. Or I didn't do this, or I don't have that, right? Then you're going to be uncertain about the financial aspect. Nobody going to pay me. I'm not going to make this kind of money. Y'all already know my story. I just wanted to replace my little $38,000 a year. I was like, if you just let me replace this 38 grand, I'll be good. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Right? And then even gradually as I passed that and I got to the next milestone, I was like, whoo, Jesus, what's happening? And it was just weird. And I wasn't in tune with what was happening. And I was shooting myself in the foot by just not dreaming big enough from the break. I didn't dream big enough because I didn't think I was worthy of that amount, right? I didn't think that. So that's why I always come on here and I try to tell you guys that y'all is the ish. Don't sit here and strive to be one of the best. No, I'm not. You will never hear me say I want to be one of the best coming out my mouth. I am the best, hands down, all day, every day. And I got to get up and be in that mindset no matter what. Because the minute I let self-doubt creep in, I done just opened up the door for some other crap, right? So we can't do that. So you have to understand and know you are good enough exactly where you are right now. When I first jumped on the scene, my classes were selling, boom. And it's been nonstop, right? Even though the price points increased ever since my first class. Point is, whatever I knew at that moment, when I was only charging $397, so many people wanted what I knew, and they paid me for it, right? When I started changing it and increasing the prices and adding more value, because now I'm learning more, right? Now I know how to run a business. Like, oh no, you can't get all this for that. So it's like it increased my confidence. So the whole thing I'm trying to tell you guys is you got to get started. Get started today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about if nobody's going to buy it. You're telling yourself that. So then quite naturally, they're not going to buy it because the only one that know the truth is you. If you're going to tell yourself that off the get-go, then you're telling it to the universe. So the universe is going to say, you know what? Y'all don't even go her way because she don't believe it. You got to believe and you got to trust and you got to have faith that this universe got you and that you are good enough for whatever it is that you want to do. A lot of y'all don't have that. So going into it, doing the mindset work, you guys hear me talk about mindset all the time. It's very indicative, it's very imperative to where you're trying to go. For one, you got to realize you deserve it. You got to realize you're good enough. And you got to realize that you have whatever it is you want to contribute to this world. You have the goods that somebody else needs. It's all in you. So you got to do the work internally, right? You got to overcome those challenges, right? You got to not think about the security of a stable job. But first, line that up with a financial plan, though. Do that. Have your parachute. Don't go out there without a parachute. I'm trying to tell you. And then definitely surround yourself with supportive people, guys, different entrepreneurs, fellow entrepreneurs, colleagues, mentors, friends, whoever it is that can give you some kind of encouragement, some kind of insight, some kind of guidance. That's who you want to really be connected to. Look on your hand, the 5 people you're connected to. If they're not adding value to you, start eliminating and replacing. Eliminate, replace, eliminate, replace. I'm trying to tell you, make people in your space earn their spot at the end, ultimately. I got it, ultimately. Oh my God. Wait, let me see what y'all talking about. All right, guys. So y'all got any questions? Like my computer rate died, and I don't want it to die on me. So that was my 4 steps that I wanted to share with you guys tonight. I just want you guys to know and think about that as you embark on this. It's an exciting transition. It really is. I don't want you to be scared. I want you to take it head on, right? That's the only way you're going to overcome a lot of these things I was talking about. I want you to keep in mind that the journey for everybody is different. Don't compare your journey with nobody else because it's you. You ain't dealing with what the other person's dealing with. And guess what? The other person ain't dealing with what you're dealing with. So your journey is individual. Let it run its course. Don't try to speed it up because you're going to mess some stuff up. I'm trying to tell you. I already know. I've been there, done that. And don't slow it down by not taking action. Just stay the course. I'm trying to ultimately. Oh, no, that's not at the end of the day. This is where you want to be, and this is where you deserve to be. And I want to see you guys get further faster just by implementing a lot of things that I share, a lot of things other people in the industry share, but it's going pointless, right? It has like no meaning if you guys aren't doing anything about it. So stay true to your passion, guys. Remain committed to this continuous learning because that's what it's going to be. I'm in a training right now for a new business. I just launched a new business and I train almost every night. I train almost every night. So it's a continuous learning. So don't think, all right, I'm going to learn this and I'm done. No, it's always going to be another level to get to. The only way you're going to get there is by educating yourself, investing in yourself, and pairing yourself with people that's going to help push you and help encourage you and help you on your journey. Any questions, guys? Thank you so much for the amazing gems. You amazing too, Facebook user. You gotta tell me who you is. Thank you, Maxine. Thanks for watching and thanks for tuning in with me. Eliminate and replace. Say it again, Deborah. Say it again for the people in the back. Eliminate and replace. I'm trying to tell you, y'all gotta take them shackles off your ankles. It may be painful. Some of it's gonna be painful, but it's definitely gonna be worth it. Trust me. Just trust your girl. It's gonna be worth it. It's going to be worth it. So, guys, that's all I have for tonight. Again, I will be back next. I can't see it, but I will be back next Wednesday for my regular time, though. I will be next Wednesday for my regular time for 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on you. I'll be on all my platforms. So be sure to join me. Definitely. But I think it's something about taking your event design skills to the next level. I can't see it, but I'm almost I know my lineup a little bit. So I hope to see you guys next week. As always, this is your girl, Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy, and they call me the Draping Queen because I believe designers deserve more money, and I help them get it by making your draping look good. Bye, guys. I love y'all.